Hey, good morning. Today I'm going to talk a little bit about my personal skincare routine, some of the products I use, some of the products I make, some of the things that I can ship to you that I make, some of the things that we can start to make together. Part of my goal for Mist and Moon is to educate, not only to make stuff for you, but to help you make your own stuff so that you can also help reduce waste and do your own thing. Find your own routine, find your own blend. And through this together, we can shift capitalism and shift the way it works. Because I'm not into it. I don't want to make my sacred medicines, the things that I create, I don't want to make that a part of this system that doesn't really work for me. It doesn't really work for a lot of people. So, this business, this endeavor is not only to help me, but it's to help you. So, with that, I want to talk about some of the things that I use on a daily basis that have really shifted my overall skincare and health. Um, I've always had fairly decent skin as far as like breakouts and things like that, but sometimes it'll just be a little explosion. And typically that's close to my moon, and I usually know what it's from. I feel like what you eat plays a big part of your skin care. I know people want to debate that, but it's pretty brutally honest. The cleaner our food, the cleaner our skin, and much of every other part of our body. So, first things first, good diet. That looks different for everyone. I really believe in the blood type diet. I don't always live by it because sometimes I like certain foods, and it's hard being a type B in a tropical zone. So if you find you have physical issues, look to your diet. That's a really big clue. And first off, like that's big, but that's not we're here. That's not what we're here for today. We're here about what we put on our skin. So I just got done taking a shower a little while ago. I like to take a shower in the morning. Some people like to take it at night. So depending on what your time of day of shower is, like it's always best to put uh, oil or cream or anything, whatever you put on your body, put it on after you shower because that's when your skin is most available to absorb it. Your skin is an organ, believe it or not. And so we want to protect this and put only the best on it. So for me, I have reduced my lotion, skincare, overall body to coconut oil. Again, type B. Coconut's not good for me, but not a lot of oils are good for me, so I'm still experimenting, but I like the way that coconut goes on my skin. Right now, I use Dr. Bronner's because that's what I have and is most available for me. It's organic, it smells super good, it's nutty, and so I feel like I'm putting a Girl Scout cookie Samoa all over my body when I'm putting it on. It's just delightful. And I don't have anything in it. Sometimes I steep my oil in herbs and do all these fun things. And right now I'm just blowing through it, so I'm just using straight coconut oil. Um, it's kind of intense. Like I really lather up, and I'm still trying to find the balance because I'm retraining my body in this process. I never was really a lotion putter oner. I didn't really adopt this habit, and all of a sudden one day I was like, damn, my skin's gnarly. And ever since I've been putting coconut oil on every day, it feels great and I'm stoked. And I feel better. Like I feel like it's helped my immune system, which could be questioned. I don't really care. I think it helps. So my coconut oil looks like this. This is what I'm using right now. This is not an ad, but hey, Browners, you can pay me if you want, because I use your oil. And so this is what I do. And then I've got this little paddle. So I'm not sticking my hand in there every time because our hands are like dirty. And I washed my hands before I did any of that, before I started this video, all of that. So my hands are clean. And I did it for like 30 seconds. So it was a good clean. And this is an apricot. There we go. This is an apricot paddle that I got in Southern Oregon, at Pennington Farms. And it's really great because A, this thing wants to be oily, and B, I want to be oily, and it helps get in there. So having something at your ready in your bathroom is, or in your room or wherever you do your stuff, is really nice. And this is really nice because I just feel better. I don't know, I always feel better using wood over metal. So this is in my bathroom. This is in the little cup where I put my toothbrush because everything's really orderly and really type A when it comes to these kinds of things. It's my Virgo moon. Really, really particular about my routine. I like to have it on like point, like every day. Do the same thing so it gets done. And people think I'm crazy, but I just got to do it because it's like me training my brain, and it's good. It's good for me. So I've got my oil in here, and I really just lather it all over my body, especially on my bum because that's like the driest part of my body for some reason, and my legs are really dry. My arms are really dry, but not anymore. And so I really, really just go to town. Oop. Late show. And so I'm going to put that guy away right now. And so next, lather on my, well, actually in the shower, I forgot this. Right now I'm using this organic Desert Essence Creamy Cleanser. Everything I use is oily. And that is contrary to how I was raised. I was raised to think you need to have like dry, like matte skin and all this stuff, and it's really unhealthy for me. So everything I use is oil based, and I don't break out from it. I break out from me. So like this thing, I just like picked at this whatever ingrown hair or something maybe that's going on there. And then this stuff is just like, it's probably from toothpaste not washing off properly. And then also when I get like sweaty and stuff, it built up right here. So I have to constantly be like clearing out these pores and my nose pores. I think it's good for us to keep, clearing, detoxing, scrubbing. I right now kind of just do really random kinds of scrubs. I've never really, I haven't found the one. I'm looking for the one. If anyone has the one that's a homemade recipe, shoot it my way. But anyway, so this is the oil cleanser I use. I will be, again, not an ad. I love it. I'll be figuring out a way to do my own kind of oil cleanser because these are the shit. So then, yeah, clean the face in the shower really well. And then I get out, I oil out my body. Kind of let that soak in because it's really intense. And I try to not go too intense at my face because once I'm done with all that, I will wash my hands really well. And then I'll go to my face. So I have my toner. I call it the Maiden Face Toner. And it is typically whatever I feel inspired to put in, but always a super potent antioxidant blend. This has pomegranate seeds, cranberries, because cranberry seed oil is one of the best things we can put on our faces. Love to get going on that sometime. It's got turmeric. So I'm distilling all this. I'm taking full plant matter, cutting it up, mixing it with a sacred water, distilling it in my still, which I will be doing a blend and I'll do a video. We'll have fun with that. And so I'm doing all of this from plant to water to oil that I'm doing all in this beautiful sacred way that I've felt called to my whole life. I've just wanted to do something like this my whole life. And I didn't really know what it was until I started learning about essential oils many, many years ago. And then I just kind of got obsessed. I have so many essential oils. And then I'm like, what am I doing? Like, why am I not making this? And then I'm just like, holy balls. That's a really intense process. And I'm like, but it's not. I can do it. And so lo and behold, I'm doing it. And this is magic. I love it. So I take it. I shook it up really well. Rose, lemon, tulsi. I'll just probably keep shooting things out because it's in my brain. Lavender. So I love it. You can smell the turmeric. Turmeric's really good for your face. Turmeric's really good for you in general, but turmeric's really good for your face. So I'll just spray it. I'm going to do one more. Straight on the front. Okay, so give your face a good spray. I kind of like to let it set in a little bit, but basically we go from the Maiden Face Toner into the Maiden Face Radiance Oil, which is a plant-based oil that's been steeped with herbs for the summer, hot girl summer. And then it's been taken, blended with more volatile, delicate oils and rose hip, jojoba, argan, olive, coconut, rose, lavender. I'm just kind of like a rose and lavender girl. Anyways, rose hip seed, all these yummy things. So we shake it up, and then it's in a dropper, a bamboo dropper. Pretty key in being eco-friendly is sticking with as little plastics as possible. And we use glass jars, so you can reuse it. And essentially you'll be making your own soon, so you'll just reuse this jar for your own stuff. Again, I'd love to, I'd love to let you explore and find your own ways. So here we go. We take the oil and we drop right on her face. I just kind of drop whatever I think. Oh, that's not enough. But it's enough for now. So I'm really getting by my eyes because I have very dark eyes, in my opinion. And that's you just kind of like smooth it all over your face. Feel for dry spots and just keep smoothing. It feels so good. So this might be a nighttime routine for a lot of you because of makeup wear. I don't wear makeup, and if I do, it's not an issue with this routine. So that's something to play with, and figuring out your makeup routine with how you are caring for your face. My goal would to be have all of us not using products that are stacked in stores and boxes and all these things that have been there forever with preservatives. We're preserving our skin. No matter how natural or organic you're using, if it's in a store, it's been there for God knows who long, Goddess knows how long. You'd never know. And so making it is the only way to know, really, truly. And then supporting small artisans like me who have this like one-on-one intimate session to be like, hey, I'm using my stuff. So after that, my face feels pretty nice. That actually was a really good amount. I did like 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And it's pretty delicate. It's not really heavy. I think this has been really helpful in keeping my face clear too, because it's the lavender oil going on and rose oil going on daily is just so good for keeping your skin clear, no matter how oily it is, because this is good oil. This is like protection. We're protecting our face from the elements. And almost every time you go out into some kind of like city setting, you're getting bombarded with radiation. Your head, your face, your skin, your body, your everything. It's like, it's pretty wild. And so that's just the way we live these days. If you want to help prepare yourself to deal with that, keeping yourself as oily as possible is going to be the best. It's just kind of like going to let energies like, boom, boom. And then also, when you come home, clean it off, take a shower, get it all off of you, and just kind of like decompress. It's really, really good. I'm not like gonna say don't go out, don't do all this stuff, whatever. I'm just saying protect yourself. So next I'm going to take my jasmine rose coconut oil, and this is also a summertime steep blend. I don't know why, but every time I put it on my face, I'm using my fingernail, by the way. I know I told you not to, but I feel clean. Oh, I can already smell it. This jasmine is super amazing. So every time I put it on, I just feel like it like pops my face. I don't know what it is about it, but I'm just gonna put it on anyways. My face is so oily already, but hey, that's what I want. And so I'll just kind of smooth that all the way down, actually, because I am so oily. It transfers really well, and you can just kind of blend it to the rest of the parts of your body. The jasmine is really good. The rose is really good. It's amazing. So that is kind of more of a not used all over your body blend because it's such a small batch blend. You want to use it, but you don't want to abuse it. So next I'm gonna take my Her Moon cycle. It's a blend that has added essential oils to really help balance our hormones as ladies. In the beginning of the month, rose geranium is especially helpful the first 2 weeks of your cycle. And then the second 2 weeks of your cycle, clary sage is really helpful. But in general, both are really, really key. So this is a blend of those. It's got rose, it's got lavender, it's got ylang ylang, which is also really helpful for the ladies. We'll get on to what's actually in the stuff later when I do a video. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to put it right in the crack of my arm. It's just a really good way of getting it into your system is right there. Your veins are just so close. A wise woman told me to do it there. So I'm going to do it one more time because might as well. So that goes there, and I've also got a rose quartz ball in there, I believe. Yeah, rose quartz, which is especially good for the ladies. I don't think I have any rose quartz for purchase, but I have amethyst, I have quartz. We'll go into that later. Labradorite too, I do remember that. So next, I am going to go into some hair stuff. So I need to pull my hair out. I'm constantly playing with ways to deal with this stuff. This is, I think, the longest my hair has ever been as an adult, at least, or teenager or anything like that. I had some unruly hair in the 5th grade or 6th grade or something, and it was unruly. So yeah, I'm kind of figuring out ways and going back to old ways. Like one day I did braids and down and then up, kind of like some little Dutch girl. And like last night I curled it and bunned it in the back, and it wasn't the most comfortable to sleep on, but I don't know, that's what I do for experimentation's sake. So okay, it's okay. I'm gonna kind of pull it out. My hair is really unwieldy. And So it kind of dreads on its own. I don't know who else of you has that kind of hair. It's kind of fun, but it's kind of not at the same time. So I made this blend, Lusty Curl Spray. I have fun with the names, I'm sorry. And all of the packaging and all of the little cards that you get are really fun. And really informational. So this is a salt blend to basically give you curls that are like kind of crunchy. So like see like you just went to the ocean a little bit, but it also does this like hairspray effect that I was not expecting, which can kind of sometimes like be weird. I'm like, what's going on with my hair? It's a completely different texture, but that's ultimately what I want. So it's cool. It's cool to be able to like transform and do the glamour and all this stuff. It's like it's not even about looking a certain way. It's about just playing with oneself and the look and how we can shift ourselves to ultimately shift our energy and be who we want to be. So this is a super easy at-home recipe blend. All of my waters are made with my own distilled waters, so that's kind of where my particular products have their own magic. But that's, if you are so called to doing stuff like this, I will help you find out how to do it. And if you want to do it with super basic products, that's cool too. I don't mind. And it's just really empowering to do your own stuff. So I wholeheartedly recommend it. One thing that I really, really need to get on is toothpaste. And that one I'm kind of sensitive about because the last time I tried to do it was just like epic. Like I really was happy with the blend. I was also kind of questioning the blend, which is true to form. And I was like on the last leg of dealing with it, and then my mom spilt it because of my placement. And it's not her fault, it's my fault. But it was just kind of like, not now. So, alas, I went out and got a new tube of toothpaste and bound and determined to figure this out because I don't really want to keep buying tubes of toothpaste. It's just so wasteful. So what I'm doing right now, back to the hair, is I sprayed my hair pretty well, and I'm super happy with these sprayers. The bottle is a little difficult because the sprayer doesn't come all the way to the bottom, so it's kind of wasteful, but I'm figuring that out. I think I found a new jar that I'm very happy with. And so, anyways, I just sprayed my hair, and now I'm making these like ringlets, and I'm just kind of taking, like if you have hair like me, or if you have hair similar, even if you don't, I'm sure you can do this similarly if your hair's straighter. You just spray your hair, do this thing that I'm doing where I'm like poofing up, voluming up, spray your roots. It's more so about your roots than your, it's roots. Sorry, I'm Midwestern, we say roots, and I just said roots. Hair roots, I don't know, whatever, that's always fun. So it's more about your roots than your anything else. So get there and then work it down, and then do these fun little ringlet things because that's what's creating the curl. The salt is creating the curl, but it's also the like little ringlet thing that I'm doing. So I'm just letting my hair do what it wants as well. I used to want to like straighten my hair, and I did when I was younger. My hair was as stick straight as I could get it, and just wanted to control it so bad. Like, I didn't want uneven hair. I wanted perfect hair. I wanted straight hair. I wanted it to stay that way all day, and it's just impossible. Like, even if I let my hair do its own thing, it's still gonna just be crazy and different in an hour, and it's gonna end up in like this weird mat by the end of the day if I don't take care of it. And that's constantly pulling it out and doing these ringlet things, mainly because I don't know if my hair just wants to dread. I don't want it to dread because taking care of dreads is not my favorite thing. So basically, yeah, just kind of helping it be wild. So now I'm gonna flip over to the other side, let it do that as well. I'm probably gonna play with the color on this too a little bit, for me at least, because I've got these highlights that need to get toned. And so with a purpley tinted something, that could help, and that would be fun. So I'll play with that and see where we go. I don't think that would be too hard to get rolling. And that's also the fun thing about making your own stuff, is you can constantly evolve, and you don't have to feel bad if it doesn't work out, or if it's like not ideal because you didn't just go buy it from a store, and now you don't have to feel guilty about spending the money. You just remove all of that, and you just experiment and have fun. And if it doesn't work out, compost it. If it doesn't work out, make something different out of it. There's so many ways to explore your own personal body and self-care routine. It's just so fun. So I'm really, really, really excited to see these shifts within our system, to where people are taking control over their own experience and able to provide for themselves. That's also a big part in my drive, is providing for myself. And I don't want to have to rely on someone else to give me good hair. Or skin, or whatever, like, I don't want to put that power into someone else. I want to have it, and I want to know that I feel good about what I'm putting on my body and doing with my time. And it's just, seriously, it's so empowering. It's one of the best feelings in the world. So that is what I'm here for. That is my goal, is to help other ladies, other men, other kids, anyone who has this drive or passion, because it's been something I've been wanting to do my whole life. And I just never felt like I could. And we can. And I don't know, my hair will manifest as it dries. Right now, I'm pretty happy with it. It's pretty voluminous. My hair's kind of thin. It looks like I have a lot, but it doesn't feel like I have a lot. And when it gets really, like, dull, it definitely gets really flat and weird in some places. And so I'm cool with this. I'm cool. It always is a little different every time. So without further ado, I'm gonna go get dressed and start with my next endeavors. I hope you guys have a lovely day and enjoyed this little 30-minute segment with me in the bathroom. My name is Claire, if you don't know that already. I am 31, living in Southern California, but soon to be moving to one of my homes in Oregon, and furthering these experimentations and explorations in a different environment where I feel more supported and am more supported by the community at large. So we will see what happens. Thank you. I will see you later. Have a lovely day.